let's look at production. A lot of research is being upgraded, and if cawx attacks Fluffy right here, this is going to be a very close battle. How well he can use Guardian Shields and Force Fields to cut off the enemy movement of the enemy army to do damage. So we're going to have to see how this works out. And here comes the Guardian Shields, 2 Guardian Shields. He is not utilizing the Force Field, so he is going to lose. And yeah, cawx is definitely going to win this battle, no doubt. I am calling it. But cawx pulls out for some reason. He could easily defeat the Stalkers because Stalkers are so weak and more costly than Hydralisks. So let me respond to this, guys. And a lot of people have been asking me a lot of questions. Hey, give me a sec. I am doing a rewind cast. So anyways, I have been getting a lot of comments just in-game from people asking questions, and I think what I might do, everybody, is if you want, please, first of all, please let me know what you think about this. Give me your feedback. What I plan to do is I'm thinking about creating a party, and I don't know if you can create a very large party, or even you can't create a channel, I don't think, but if possible, I would like to create a channel where everybody can post questions, and it could be a Q&A. So anyways, and as I said earlier, the Zerg army is just so much better than the Protoss army here. And if we look at army size, yeah, Protoss has lost almost everything. He's lost more than 3 times his amount of the Zerg player. And the Zerg player is constantly producing. Here finally comes up the robotics bay. So I expect to see Colossus soon enough. Yep, here comes the Colossus. And thermal lance, there's not enough gas to research thermal lance, so there is going to be a problem. And this is why, because this assimilator has 2 probes, this one has 1, so he is essentially not mining from one whole assimilator, because he's 2 here and 1 here, that adds up to 3 here. So what the Zerg player is doing is making a huge mistake. I mean the Protoss player is making a huge mistake. He is not careful enough about his mining. The Zerg player is playing very intelligent. He is spreading his creep everywhere because you need that mobility, that extra speed boost when you're on creep. So just spread your creep everywhere and then expand here because you can easily hold this base. And when you have this advantage, you definitely need to check out the enemy base. Does he have an overseer? No. You can easily send an overseer just from the back of the base, check this out, or even just come here, drop a changeling, and just walk around the base and check what's going on. Anyways, he should be chrono boosting. He is chrono boosting. He also needs to chrono boost this research. Fluffy. He does have 100 energy here, so he is not utilizing his chrono boost advantage. He does have, how many is this? 6 gateways, 2 upgrades going on, and he stopped upgrades at 1-1. So cawx, as I said, is throwing down this expansion at the gold minerals. Very smart, very intelligent, because he does have this army lead, so he can just hold this base right here. He is spanning the creep everywhere, and that is exactly what he wants. Just spawn the creep all the way to the base if you can, but around here, the Protoss player should be able to snipe it. So here is already good enough, dangerous territory already. There is no observer, so the other player should not be able to see this, and he can just see this creep coming closer and closer. If you look at this, it's like, oh my goodness, what is this coming? It's like a plague. So anyways, I heard mineral field depleted, and the Protoss player is almost mined out of his main as the Zerg player, but the Zerg player is setting up the gold expansion, so he will have a huge economic lead in about a minute or 2 when these minerals go out. Here comes the attack. The Fluffy needs to pull back his Colossus right now. He is not microing well enough. He is not playing well enough. I think he is not gonna be able to hold this off. His Colossus was not in a good position. He needs his Colossus to stand up on the ledge when he attacks in this direction. Oh, this Colossus is just gonna die. Oh, he's just giving it away. Okay, that was a huge micro mistake. Fluffy here, making big mistakes. This looked like he is able to push back, but this can defeat this army any day. And so wisely, the Protoss is pulling back. Kind of a funky blink. It doesn't really do much. He needs to warp in more units. He does have the possible gateways to warp in. He is running out of gas, so he needs mass Zealots and build Colossus because he needs to keep up the constant production of Zealots. Anyways, we do see a changeling over here, and it is not even correctly morphing. He almost moved it in before it was fully morphed, and we're just gonna see the Zealot chill with this army. Like, yeah, nobody can see me because I look the same, I guess. Anyways, So what Fluffy could do is try to get a dropship and expand right here, because as we see, the Zerg player has no Spire, has nothing he can do to scout this. So getting a hidden expansion is really good. Usually Zerg's players do it, but you can pull it off as Protoss too if you just get an expansion and cannon up like crazy. Just get mass cannons, and if the player does decide to attack, that means he is investing army size and attacking your expansion, and you can just move out and distract and attack his base. So he needs to take out this creep tumor, take out as many creep tumors as he can. This is very smart. This right up here, Colossus C already got 4 kills. So 1 kill on the creep tumor, but 3 more on the army side units here. So this is very, very intelligent. This is very good. He needs to move out though, so he needs more Colossus. He needs to warp in the units, as well as he needs to warp in a lot of Zealots. And sentries, okay, he is just wasting all his gas essentially. You don't really want sentries for late game. They give you that guardian shield, but you only need like 2. Because later on, where gas becomes really important, you're gonna run into problems. Like right now, I'm not able to build like Colossus. He is building the warp prism as I suggested for the dropship. I expect him to be expanding right here soon enough, but we shall see how that works out. That is my guess. He is warping in a lot of Zealots because that is all he can support right now. He does have 300 gas, and he needs to save the. Oh, he is not saving the Colossus. He needs to be so careful. And look at this terrible army positioning. What is he doing with his Zealots? His Zealots are right in the back of all his Stalkers. He needs to move his Zealots in and his Stalkers to cover up in the flank. But he did that completely wrong. He put his Zealots in the back, put his Stalkers in the front. So that was just so bad. That was such a mistake. So what Fluffy could do is drop 1 probe off here, 1 probe off here, and just 1 probe off everywhere. First of all, it allows him to scout, and then 1 probe off here. And then he can just try to expand, because look at all his minerals. He has so many minerals. And let's look at units lost. Yeah, Fluffy has lost almost double the amount of units as cawx. And let's look at D, production, army size. Army size is actually relatively even, but if he moves in right now, I definitely don't think Fluffy is going to be able to hold this off. That is a lot of Guardian Shields, kind of excess. You don't need that many. It's not like the effect duplicates. You only need 1. So that is a huge mistake on Fluffy's part, and now he loses all the Guardian Shields. If he used them 1 by 1, that is much more effective. So we shall see how this turns out, and right now he does have an advantage, but look at the army size now. The army size is almost 4 times, almost 4 times the amount that cawx is almost 4 times the amount that Fluffy has. So this is looking terribly bad for Fluffy. I believe Fluffy has lost this game. I can call it now. If I was in this game, I would call GG after 1 last push, because he is not building Colossus. He is getting upgrades, but he isn't making any use of what he has. If cawx just moves in, just move in, man. It's over. Just go and win. He even has another hatchery thrown down here, spewing more larvae, because the queen's like, I got too much mana to spare, so let's spawn some more larvae. The production is crazy. 11 Hydralisks and 12 roaches. I mean, that is just crazy right here. The upgrades are 2-2, whereas the Protoss player has 1-0-2, so that's terrible. And this game, in just every way, looks like it is heading towards the Zerg's direction. And now the scale is tipped so heavily, especially because the Protoss almost mined out of his natural. He is almost out of money. I mean, even if he sets his base up, he's running 1 base versus 1 base and a gold expansion. So he has there's no way he's going to be able to hold this off. And oh my goodness, look at this massive blob of the units. How is Fluffy gonna hold this off? He even has difficulty moving out his base. All that cawx has to do is exactly right here. Just move right into his natural, just avoid the ledge, just move straight in, and just take out his economy for what there is left to take out. And this game is over because oh, Fluffy blinks his units down. That's just suiciding them, so that is a terrible mistake. And he blinks them away intelligently, but after blinking them down, this game is over. There's little he can do. Fluffy's production was kind of low at the end. He does have a Colossus here, which he's just chilling with. He's like, this game's over. He's like, yeah, doesn't matter. So this is over, and I don't think there's anything that can be done. So, good game. The biggest mistakes Fluffy made were definitely not saving his Colossus. He needs to move, when they're being targeted, just move them back. They have 1.5 times the range of a Hydralisk, so just pull back and attack again, and use your army to take the damage, and they will evaporate the Hydralisks like nothing. Second mistake, did not keep up production. Third mistake, did not expand fast enough over here. If he did this earlier, you know, he could have reaped the benefits much more easily. So those are the 3 biggest mistakes. I will give this gameplay maybe a C-. So that is it, guys. Thank you for watching. I guess I would just show you the end of this match, but there's not much left to see. It is just over. So this is it. And yeah, thanks for watching. Also, I do want you guys, actually never mind, I'll say this later. Say this in another video. So thanks for watching, guys. Look at this Colossus just hiding all the way in the corner. And he is dead amidst the trees. Fluffy needs to GG about now. There's nothing he can do. 3-3 upgrades are almost done. And cawx has let his production slip significantly. So that's it. Good game.